Yesterday, I watched the movie called Maestro in Netflix, and I enjoyed it. I think it was like a tremendous film by Bradley Cooper's directions and acting. And especially Kerry Mulligan was wonderful. And I think for Kerry Mulligan's acting per se, you have to watch this movie. But Leonard Burstein, I kind of associate with more or less like because he's American and because associate with like American music, like George Gershwin, Alan Copland, and especially associate with the West Side Story. So, but when I came to the U.S., I saw this TV documentary about Burstein teaching in front of the I think elementary school kids or junior high school kids about greatness of the Beethoven symphonies or something, or greatness of Beethoven himself. And that was very, very impressive. That I really liked. And I realized his teaching skill, his love for Beethoven, and I really liked that. So Burstein remained in my memory very, very good. But in this movie, I think Bradley Cooper played this particular character, and it's kind of scary to see him, him resembling him so much about his facial expressions and his mannerism. But I think it's like to the point of a little bit overdoing it, I would say. And in this movie, I think depicts his young, time that where he is trying to come up as a great conductor, and he has lots of party that he attends. And he meets this woman and fell in love and got married and have kids. I think 3 kids maybe. And but she got the cancer or something. And so those whole biopic, it's something like do I want to know that? Do I want to see it? It's like you are invading his privacy so much, and you feel like very uncomfortable because I like him, and as he is like a very great conductor, and I admire him and everything. But now I'm going to have to watch his private life, which I don't necessarily interested. I think a private life has to be very separate from his professional life. Therefore, I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see his more secretive private life. I don't want to see it. I didn't want to see it, but I watched him, and this particular movie, it's not overt depictions of his other life, but it shows more or less those things are problematic in his marriage, and he struggled himself, and that shows there in the film, which is more or less like watching them, or not so comfortable because there is a suffering involved there. Suffering especially from his wife's side. wife played by Kitty Mulligan, played this particular part fantastically, and I think she should be nominated for the Academy Award. Bradley Cooper also, he played that particular role too much, too over the top imitations of Bernstein's lifestyle, mannerism, and psyche, for example. And so sometimes I felt, he is a little bit, he should be toned, a little bit toned down. She should tone down a little bit. His acting, and he should, play a little bit more inner psychological turmoil of Bernstein. I think he should be playing more, reflective approach rather than very overt, very exaggerated gesture, exaggerated scene, and I think his facial expression also is a little bit sometimes annoyingly too much, and so I felt a little bit uncomfortable. But nonetheless, his efforts to make this film, his efforts to be acting in it, is, I think, something that you have to behold. I think some people, I think, maybe enjoyable film, but for classical music fan who thought, who knew Bernstein through his conducting music, classical music, great music, it's almost like you don't want to see his life other side. This other side, I think, is kind of interesting. If you watch this film, very kind of interesting. This, I think, a first male friend. I think both Bernstein and this male friend is played by, I forgot his name, but very, very great acting by him. Both of them got married, and happily married, I would say. But still, this particular feeling lingering on there, that when they meet, after a while, each other, and that particular pain is there. And also Stephen Sondheim, when he was young and he got together to make this West Side Story, and Stephen Sondheim's and Bernstein relationship was kind of depicted uncomfortably through his wife's eye, and that's kind of a very nice touch. However, I didn't want to see that because I love Stephen Sondheim's and I love West Side Story, and so I don't want to see the other side necessarily. And later, he mentored this probably college or high school students to conduct, and that particular scene also kind of very uncomfortable to watch. So, it's kind of a focus on this movie should be more or less focused on something, and I think this movie should create this particular mood for culminate that particular focused point. But I think it goes to here and there, different area there, and the most disappointing thing for me is that it doesn't, the sound, it doesn't show, it doesn't depict the like Alan Copland or Beethoven's, Brahms, or anything like that. The music is hardly any those music in there. I think it's all, if the music's present, I think it's all Bernstein's compositions music, which is, I think, for some people very, very nice. But I didn't know his music that much. Candide, I don't know anything about the Candide. And so the other Bernstein's more classical work, I don't know much about it. So it was kind of a strange, interesting. I wanted to see personally that I like to see more in the background, like more or less like some of the Brahms or the Beethoven's music sounding out the background or something like that. And so, I would recommend, yes, I would recommend for the Burstein fan, of course, and the classical music fan to watch this film. But you may get disappointed because you are looking for something that more, different aspects of Bernstein's life. But this one is like you're getting into his privacy too much, and you kind of step back and I don't want to go into this privacy of somebody else's life, and that type of feeling you can feel. So, but regardless, you are amazed by Bradley Cooper's playing this Bernstein's character. I think in the beginning he was playing too much with other people, other colleagues or other friends partying, and that particular thing, I think he was very, very annoying to me, the way he behaved among the other people, and appeared to be more flamboyant and party goers, and interrupting other people's conversations, or it's like too much. Later on, he maybe subdued a little bit, and he kind of showed a little bit tormented side of Bernstein. But the particular depiction was not strong enough. I wanted to see more his psychological pain, psychological turmoil of his career and family life. I wanted to see that more, to the level of the, culminating this personal crisis. But they didn't really get there. This particular movie, I think, because the script is, going toward more his wife's suffering, his wife's psychological and maybe hidden psychological pains. I think that's probably focused on this one there. If that is focus, I think they should do more of that.